Hi everyone, thanks so much for being here. My name is Kat and I make houseplant videos here on Good and Plenty. If you just so happen to absolutely love this video, please consider liking it, commenting, subscribing, or following me on Instagram. All of these things help me grow my channel like a plant. If you watched my recent-ish getting ready for spring video, one of the first things that I talk about is cleaning and making sure that your plant space is clean, your supplies are organized and clean as well. I just have not been following that advice, or rather I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So that's what we're doing today. If you just want to know how someone living in an apartment goes about organizing all of their plant stuff, what kind of storage solutions I'm doing, this is the video for you. And even if you don't care about any of that, if you like a good clean transformation, this is perfect for you. To give you a rundown, the mess that I'm really talking about is in the other room, which is kind of like my office slash storage space. I never know what to call it. I've just been shoving things in that room without really thinking about it, but honestly I have like accumulated so much stuff that I really need to organize it. I'm filming in here, by the way, because in there the audio quality is horrible and the lighting isn't very good, so I'm gonna do as much filming as I can in my room, which is usually kept pretty clean. I have been hiding some things from you all. I just have like a wall of plant stuff. There is a whole open container bin of my half rehydrated cocoa coir brick. That is not good because fungus gnats might get attracted to that, lay eggs, and then like all of my cocoa coir is ruined. I have a box full of shipping and houseplant supplies. I have an enormous amount of bins that I ordered for this video slash my organization that I'm going to be using. And then I have a wall of boxes because I don't want to throw away any of my shipping materials that I could potentially use. And last but not least, I have the closet, which is horrifying. I have stuff crammed in there. I have gallon jugs I don't really know what to do with. And I have a huge bin of plant supplies that is completely unorganized and dirty. Just something I've been putting off for way too long. So today we are going to be tackling all of that. And I'm just so happy to get this all in order. As you can see, I have all of my storage bins here, and then a little bit off frame, I have all of my, I don't want to call it junk, but right now it kind of feels like it. The first order of business that honestly I'm quite excited for is I bought all of this stack for mostly my soil ingredients. And I did a lot of research on these bins. Like, I special ordered these bins because I specifically wanted these. It is surprisingly hard to find black, like, latch lid 74 quart storage containers. It was incredibly difficult, but it was exactly what I wanted and I found it. So is anyone else like very particular about this kind of stuff? That would make me feel a lot better. I think the first thing that I want to do is use these for all of my soil ingredients. And let's see. Oh, I have this bag of curling. I'm tired of this. It spills everywhere. It's very loud. It's very messy. It's very hard to store. I matched the quart of the bag to the storage of the bin. So that's how I found the size. I'm gonna go ahead and fill each bin with the respective ingredient, and I will check in with you when I'm done because I was kind of excited for this bit. I should have definitely worn like a mask or something for this because breathing in the perlite air is really bad for you. So do not do this at home, okay? I literally can't believe myself with the bins. Like, I have a bin problem. I get way too excited to put things in bins. But anyway, besides removing the stickers, this section is done and it looks amazing. I think it's going to be so much better to store. These two, I actually wanted to say, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm trying to move away from perlite and pre-mixed potting soil that has sphagnum peat moss in it. I do have leftover ingredients, which is why I bought bins for them. But the reason that I got clear bins specifically was because I knew that I would not be refilling these two ingredients, and then I could turn these bins into propagation boxes. I also really love that now I have a much clearer visual on how much of an ingredient I have left. I really like this. I think this is amazing. And also I love that they are all weather tight. If there is an infestation in one ingredient, like there's fungus gnats in one ingredient, it will stay with that one ingredient and hopefully I can catch it before mixing the soil. I think there's a lot of pros to this. It's a lot cleaner. I'm just really happy with it. I don't think any of these ingredients are an issue with light exposure, so I think this is great. Now we're gonna move on to these little bins. I got the top bin to store all of my major houseplant supplies, and then the other box is going to store all of the packaging materials that I try to keep on hand. That's next on the to-do. I have to basically, my room is such a mess. These are my bins, and then this is part of the mess that I have to organize. Okay, minor update. I've organized the stuff, so this and this are my supplies, or at least like a chunk of it. Lots of unfortunate garbage. And then this is my wash pile. I also have a huge wash pile outside, but it's really about time that I gave a good wash to all my extra pots. I always save my nursery pots. I'm only throwing out the ones that are broken, but that's kind of where we are right now. I'm not really sure what I'll do next. Maybe I'll start putting this stuff in the black bin. All right, we're doing amazing. I'm trying not to get overwhelmed. There's so much to clean, but look how much I downsized. That's amazing. And this is actually stuff I need and will not throw away. So I have like all of my fertilizers and pest control over here. These are, I feel like every plant person needs a set of like measuring tools just for their plants. So I do have some that I stole from the kitchen. My bamboo stakes, I put all of like the hangers and the long stuff in this little baggie. I have a toothbrush for my plants that I haven't used yet, but I keep it. I reused this bag to hold a bunch of clips, and I put in my extra grow light. It's actually not the House Bright grow light. I do still use that. I put the Miracle Grow one in there because I just did. All of the extra space I'm leaving for all of this, which is my next task that all of you who watch my channel know I've been putting off for literal months. So I'm gonna do it now. The time has come. Okay, after 40 minutes, yes, I'm dramatic and timed it. I washed all of the pots and I cannot believe that this task is finally done. It is one of those things where I put it off for like months and just never saw it getting done, and we are finally here. So I'm letting them air dry a little bit. I think the nursery pots are kind of getting close to done drying. The terracotta will probably need a little bit longer. I did take a mac and cheese break, so what can you do? So I'm waiting for those to dry, and then I can't believe I'm gonna show this, but I'm being transparent. Are we kidding? I could not believe how many plastic gallon jugs I had. I usually, like, I pride myself that I take my jugs to the supermarket to fill them up, and once in a while I'll forget and I'll buy new ones. And I mean, I I guess for a year this isn't too bad, but what happens is like I'll bring them home and then I don't want to throw them out, so then I throw them in the closet. The closet has become a shed at this point. Now I have all of these plastic jugs that like I can't keep realistically, so I'm gonna have to throw them out anyway. It just goes to show how important it is to be organized so that you know like what's happening. And also how important it is to bring your jugs to the supermarket and refill them instead of buying new ones, because that's embarrassing. But I am being transparent. Oh, here's another one. Get over there. I'm keeping about 4. That's that. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm taking you away. That's all my garbage. I know it looks kind of bad. It has to get bad before it gets better when it comes to organizing, is how I feel. I think we're reaching like peak bad and it's about to get better. Okay, who's ready for the big reveal? Oh. Oh. Ta-da! Okay, I know that the room is just like empty, but it's empty. Ignore those boxes. Just ignore them. This room is finally clean, and then of course, the big closet reveal. I'm so happy with this. It's gonna get even better, I would say, like in a month, because we have some AC units crammed over there and it's kind of like not allowing me to push these bins all the way back, so it'll be all like flush with the wall. But it looks so good and well organized, and everything is very easily accessible and clean. Ugh, I am literally so happy to finally see this. This is amazing. Oh my god. The real kicker here is that I have plant care to do after this, so lucky me, a very big planty Sunday. But we're finally done. I'll wait for the exposure to catch up with me. Thank you all so much for watching what eventually turned into just like commentary on the amount of stuff that I have. I couldn't believe it. I hope to do better in the future. This was like the reset that I absolutely desperately needed, and honestly, like I feel so much better. It was one of those things, as I said, I've just been putting off all winter, some of the fall, some of the spring, so it feels really good to have that done. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that if you are someone struggling in any capacity with storage solutions for plant supplies, that this was at least a little bit motivational or helpful. Please subscribe if you don't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!